Hello everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here, yeehaw, and in this video I'm going to do two things. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Zoroark right here, and I'm going to give away a bunch of Zoroarks to the community. I will tell you later in the video how you can win a Zoroark. You will find it hidden in the video. It will all make sense once you see it, and also I will not, repeat, not be contacting you on YouTube here with some weird account telling you to check out Telegram. I will announce the winners on my Twitter. I will be able to give you either a PayPal for the amount or a US Nintendo eShop gift card. One of the two you have to win. I will not tell you to message me on Telegram. It will be very public who the winners of this are. Let's head on into the video. All right, let's start off with some of the basics. You start with either slash or fury swipes. Both of them give you a little bit of a dash right here, and then you can do an attack. It's why Razor Claw is so good on this Pokemon. Almost everything you do sets up a perfect opportunity for a Razor Claw, and then soon after you can get your other move here, which is fury swipes. You'll probably start with fury swipes because it actually gives you 2 hits if you land a hit. So you can do an attack, and then you can see that little meter charging down. I get an opportunity to use it again. Once again, another opportunity to hit with Razor Claw. Those are your first 2 moves here. Nothing super special about them, but you're really mobile. You can do a lot of damage with them very fast. It feels like a really nice start here for a speedster. By the way, look how cute we are. We're so freaking cute. Let's talk about Illusion really quick. Illusion is your passive that turns you into something, either from the enemy team or a wild Pokemon right here. So depending on what you turn into, you can kind of trick the enemy into thinking maybe one of their allies is near them, or even when you turn into a wild Pokemon, from what I understand, you don't show up on their mini-map as an enemy. It just looks like a wild Pokemon is there. So obviously, if they're looking at you, they would say, oh, that's probably not how that core fish is going to be moving around or whatnot. But in general, it sets up a really cool situation where they won't see you on the minimap. Illusion is really, really nice. You could use it to move into lane if you're coming from the center area for a gank or something like that. And if you're moving in, they won't see that you're an enemy until, of course, you get hit, and then all of a sudden you expose who you really are when you're there to fight the enemy. So it's a really cool power. I can't wait to see how it's used in game. All right, let's talk about your next 2 moves here, Night Slash or Feint Attack. We're going to start with Night Slash, and for the sake of this, we'll do Night Slash Shadow Claw. So once you evolve, you have the opportunity to choose between Night Slash and Feint Attack. Both of them really cool. Both work in entirely different, super combo heavy ways, and I honestly don't know which one's going to be better. Let's take a look at Night Slash. Night Slash sets up a combo here where you bounce back and forth hitting the enemy until finally you hit them enough times where you leap into the air and land down on them with this big X burst of damage here, hitting a ton of enemies. It's really cool. Basically what you have to do is continuing to hit with your Night Slash as you're moving essentially with your left stick. So your left stick is kind of controlling where the Night Slash is, and then you land doing a ton of damage here. Now, during that, you can use your other move, either Shadow Claw or Cut. I'll show you so that you can actually position this a little better mid-air. You can also use an eject button to do the same thing. So you can set up some really long-range situations with this move using your Shadow Claw and an eject button to throw you towards the enemy. It feels like a really brutal combo. You're fighting the enemy, you're bouncing around to everyone around there, and then as soon as it's time, you can kind of dash in and do this huge chunk of damage. It's really cool. Let's talk about Shadow Claw a little bit. So Shadow Claw works a lot like Aegislash's Shadow Claw. It actually targets a little bit better. You just dash in and you do a knock up. Very similar to Aegislash. So dash in, knock up. It's a pretty cool move. I believe it has a lowered cooldown once it's upgraded. I'll check that here in 1 sec. But I think the big thought with this is you're just using it to fight, and then eventually you're using either one of your big moves to do a lot of damage here. All right, we've got our Unite move, but we're going to get to that here in a second. Night Slash's upgrade just makes it easier to hit with it because you have a lower cooldown. So you have more opportunities to set up this combo with Night Slash. As you can see right there, if I don't have another enemy to hit, you actually are going to lose your combo there on Night Slash. So you kind of have to set up good situations to fight within it. And then Shadow Claw it gives you, I believe, a better knock-up, right? Yeah, it increases the length of time Pokemon are knocked up or thrown, as the game calls it, when you hit them with that move. And as you can see, again, I just used my Shadow Claw to reposition that big landing damage right there. I honestly think this is going to be such an impressive combo when used correctly, but the other moveset is also really amazing. Let me show you that now. Let's take a look at your other two moves here, Feint, Attack, and Cut. I personally like the playstyle of Feint, Attack, and Cut more, but you never know what condition this is going to come to the game in, which moveset's going to be more powerful until we really get to use it inside of a match here. But Feint Attack feels like a little bit of Volt Switch from Zoroark and a little bit of E-Speed from Lucario. So you move in and you can see that little area that you leave on the ground is a point that you can dash back to, very similar to Volt Switch. But if you keep hitting with it, every time you hit with either Feint Attack or Cut, actually, you create a new spot on the ground. Let me show you. So you hit with that, you throw it again, there's a new spot back there behind you, you throw it again, you kind of continue to dash to these spots until you've charged it up, and then you get basically this attack that just leaps at the enemy, this huge slash that deals a ton of damage. The cool thing is Cut is just a dash here that restores some HP, which is really nice for a Pokemon like this, obviously, if you can bounce around in the fight and get extra HP as you're fighting. It also combos here with Feint Attack. I believe Shadow Claw does as well, but basically you can Feint Attack and you can actually cut and do some damage here. You can keep your Feint Attack going with something like that. So it doesn't need to only be Feint Attack that you hit with. So you can use Feint Attack, reposition with a Cut back to a Feint Attack, and you can continue your combo. Just like your other move, you still need to maintain this combo to make it work, but you actually have a little more time. As you can see, you can kind of move around the battlefield a little bit better and set up this moment a little easier, and you can actually end up Feint Attacking something else. It feels like this might give you more outplay potential inside the game, and on the test server, especially on the test server, I really like this a lot more because it's just easier to use this moveset with ping or things like that. And you can use Cut as one of the moves that actually charges up your final hit here with Feint Attack. So I personally love this playstyle on Zoroark. It's the playstyle I'm most excited for. The upgrade for Feint Attack reduces this move's cooldown very much like our other moveset here. And then the upgrade for Cut is actually really cool. It gives you more health regeneration when you use it. I think Cut might be very, very good if they keep its health regeneration high. Okay, really quick, this is how you do the giveaway. Inside the comments, you need to leave a comment and you need to say something that you like about Zoroark and something that you don't like about Blastoise. That's it. Leave it in the comments and I will pick a few winners inside there. Good luck. All right, time to talk about this Unite move. This Unite move is really cool. You can use it inside of a fight here. You do damage. You do 3 big bursts of damage, and then you just, decimate enemies with it. So I think the big thought process with a move like this is that you're going to be bouncing around a fight doing a ton of damage with either combo that you're using, and then when you're close enough to the enemy, you throw your Unite and you're just kind of exploding with tons of damage. 3 big hits of damage, and you're definitely going to be using it when you get next to an enemy there and it's time to get the KO. You have multiple moves that let you dash behind an enemy, so I think there'll be some really great ways that you can set this up as well. You could dash behind them, dash to the other side, continue their dashing, and you could actually hit with your Unite move and keep your dash combo going. I mean, you're going to be able to do some crazy stuff with Zoroark. I think the combo potential, the outplay potential for this Pokemon is so insanely high. It's hard to know for sure what items are going to work on the Pokemon until we really get it inside the game, but I think a Razor Claw is a no-brainer for how often you're doing damage after you use a move. You might get so much out of just a full-on damage build like this here. You also could drop some of this, and you could possibly take something like Focus Band to keep your health high. Same thing with a Buddy Barrier, even an Energy Amp so that you do crazy damage after you Unite. And also a Weakness Policy here could be a decent item depending on how the scaling works for this Pokemon. you're going to be inside the mix a lot fighting, and if you're able to get your weakness policy fully stacked before your big combo comes out, that could actually be a huge burst of damage. I hope this was helpful. Good luck to everyone who's entering the giveaway. I will be announcing the winner very, very soon on my Twitter, and I will also have a giveaway there as well where you can like and retweet to win a Zoroark. So I will see you all when this Pokemon comes out. Love you.